Hi friends, in today's session we will analyze the most important points from Prime Minister Narendra Modi's address to the nation on 1979th Independence Day. This analysis is extremely relevant for UPSC CSE preparation as it covers governance, economy, security, foreign policy, technology, climate and social issues. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the nation for the 12th consecutive time from the Red Fort, and it is also longest Independence Day speech of the Prime Minister. And he broke the record of Indira Gandhi. The theme of this year was Naya Bharat, reflecting ambitious goal of achieving Viksit Bharat or developed India by 2047. This shows continuity in leadership and symbolism of Independence Day speeches, often reflect long-term governance priorities. Let's see whole speech theme by theme. The first one is national security. The Prime Minister remarks on security were among the strongest in recent years. These main points he mentioned were Operation Sindoor, that is, the Prime Minister framed the April Pahalgam attack as a turning point. He said security forces were given a free hand and Pakistan lost its sleep after the operation. He emphasized that India will not tolerate nuclear blackmail. This signals a clear doctrine of deterrence, calibrated retaliation, and greater reliance on indigenous defense capabilities. And he talks about Indus Water Treaty. He called the treaty one sided and famously remarking that blood and water cannot flow together. He signaled India's intent to suspend or exit arrangements that disproportionately benefit Pakistan. You know, Indus Water Treaty is a 1960 treaty brokered by the World Bank. Any withdrawal has a major geopolitical and hydro diplomacy implications, especially in J&K and Punjab. Next is Mission Sudarshan Chakra. This is a new mission to build a domestic multi-layered national shield for critical sites by 2035. Focus areas under these are integrated sensors, counter drone systems, hardened communications, and air defense. Next, next, when it comes to economy, taxes, and jobs, PM pledged GST changes and the reforms by Diwali 2025 to reduce tax burden on commonly used goods. Expected reforms include slab rationalization, simpler compliance, and fewer inverted duty cases. He also announced Pradhan Mantri Viksit Bharat Rozgar Yojana as a 1 lakh crore youth employment plan, provide 15,000 support to first-time private sector employees and incentives to firms those hiring freshers. Then comes the slogan Dham Kam Dam Zyada, emphasis on high quality, cost competitive, make in India output pushes industry towards productivity upgrades, supply chain deepening, and export readiness. Aligning this aligns with the Atmanirbhar Bharat vision. And in technology, semiconductor and manufacturing, the PM promised that Made in India semiconductor chips will reach the market by end of 2025. The focus is on OSAT, that is outsourced semiconductors assembly and test, and ATMT, that is advanced therapy medicinal product output, and domestic fabs and ecosystem partnerships. The localization of complex systems, and he calls to localize jet engines, EV inputs, solar modules, and even social media platforms. That is in line with Mission Atmanirbhar, linked with the expansion of production linked incentive schemes and science and technology grants. Operations The PM noted that Operation Sindhur's success was possible only because of India's growing indigenous defense competence. And in energy, climate, and resources, PM declared that India has achieved 50% clean energy share ahead of the earlier 2030 target. And he stressed reducing oil import dependence with the major pushes in hydrogen and nuclear energy, and announced a national deep-water exploration mission for offshore oil and gas. And next, in social sector and governance, the PM praised self-help groups led by women for their contributions in the past decade, and their products are increasingly reaching global markets. For youth, the PM Modi addressed mm, called on India's youth to bring innovative ideas in manufacturing and entrepreneurship. He urged them to see 2047, the centenary of independence, as a milestone for a developed India. The poverty and governance philosophy. The PM said, I know what poverty is, and I didn't have to read it in books. They emphasized that government should not remain in files but must be visible in people's lives. In global context, in even before the Independence Day speech, in light of U.S. tariff pushes under Donald Trump, the PM Modi pledged to stand like a wall to protect Indian farmers and fisher folk. This reinforces India's stance on safeguarding agriculture against unfair global trade practices. In conclusion, the 2025 Independence Day address was not just a ceremonial. It outlined India's security doctrines, economic roadmap, technology vision, and social commitments. Thank you for listening to this analysis of 2025 Independence Day speech. I hope this breakdown helps you connect the Prime Minister's address with key themes in the UPSC syllabus, and stay consistent with your preparation and keep revising, and most importantly, stay motivated. Wishing you all the best in your UPSC journey. Jai Hind.